Hare Krishna. Assalamu alaikum. Hello friends, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. This is Ritendra. I am preacher of Shrimad Bhagavad Gita as well as Quran and Sharif, and this is a special lecture. I am going to compare Shrimad Bhagavad Gita with Quran and Sharif, and this is my attempt for Hindu-Muslim unity. Why both community are fighting with each other? Neither Shrimad Bhagavad Gita nor Quran and Sharif both teaches to all of us to fight with each other. Both are only teaching to all of us to love Allah, Prophet, Krishna, Madhusudan, Mukunda. So let's start to love Krishna. Let's start to love Allah, Krishna, Allah, Madhusudan, and Allah, Prophet. So in Surah Al-Baqarah, here I am going to talk about Surah Al-Baqarah, in which the Prophet actually mentioned about the prominency, the supremacy of Allah. Why should we love to Allah? And at the same time, Lord Krishna actually mentioned about to love. If you love me, then you will surely get entire world. This is what Madhusudan said. So let's get into Al-Baqarah. Then we will start to compare Al-Baqarah with Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So let's get into. Here, my one of the most favorite sentence of Al-Baqarah is, who but the fool who forsake the religion of Abraham? We have chosen him in this world, and he will rank among the righteous in hereafter. His Lord say him, devotee, devote yourself to me. Lord said, Allah said, devote yourself to me. Abraham replied, I devote myself to Lord of universe, Allah, the Prophet, and also commanded his son to do the same. Here Abraham clearly replied to Allah. Allah clearly asked to devote to me. And here Abraham clearly stated, I have already devoted myself to you, the Lord of universe. And my son and my follower will definitely do the same thing. My son, God has chosen your religion for you. Here clearly stated, Allah Prophet said, my son, my all the progenitor, my all the people, the God has chosen you, chosen your religion for you. God has chosen your religion for you. So make sure you devote yourself to Him to your dying moment. Means until you are not dying, you have to follow your religion, because God has chosen your religion for you. This is why you are Muslim, this is why you are Hindu. But the most important religion is human consideration, humanity. There is no any other religion which one is bigger than humanity. So here Allah Prophet said, just devote me and you will find me and in this entire world, because this entire world is my creation. Here Lord Krishna, Madhusudan, Mukunda, Murari, Kesava, Janardana clearly stated in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, verse number 66, chapter number 18. Here Krishna said, Sarva dharman paritejante mame ekam saranam vajraha aham tam sarva papebhyo mokshashyami ma sulaha. Here Madhusudan, Mukunda, Murari, Kesava, Janardana, Govind, Gopala, Madhava clearly stated to Arjuna. He said, abandon all the religious practices and just surrender unto me. The same thing asked by Allah to Abraham. Just devote yourself to me. Here Krishna clearly stated to Arjuna, and from the medium of Arjuna, Lord Krishna clearly stated to all of us. Here Madhusudan clearly said, abandon all the religious practices, abandon all the activities, all the prescribed duty, whatever action you are performing, just have to abandon. Just have to abandon. Then abandon all the religious practices and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you salvation. Here Allah clearly stated to Abraham same thing. I shall deliver you salvation. मैं तुम्हें मोक्ष दिलाऊंगा. You will get a heavenly planet. So this is what Allah stated to Abraham. You will get a heavenly planet if you don't live your religion, if you don't live your work. Then Krishna said, abandon all the religious practices and just surrender to me. Devote yourself to me. This is what Allah clearly stated in Quran Sharif, and same thing in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Lord Madhusudan Krishna clearly stated, abandon all the religious practices, just surrender to me, I shall deliver you salvation. and make you free from your all kind of sinful activities. If you knock the door, if you clearly knock the door of Allah, then Allah will pardon your all the sinful activities. So this same thing actually mentioned in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So this is the supremacy. This is the greatness of both religion. This is the, no, I am not considering Srimad Bhagavad Gita as a religious book and Quran and Sharif as a religious book. Both are very important for humanity. Both are very important for the society, for the civilization, for the culture, for the tradition. I have Quran and Sharif. This is a book for tradition. This is a book for humanity. This is a book for mankind. And at the same time, I have also Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And this is actually, both books are very, very dear to my heart, very near to my heart. And I would always love and follow Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Quran and Sharif. Means at the same time, and make people understand why we are fighting with each other. Even if we don't have any reason to fight with each other, because of some political motivation or inspiration, political people are politically instigated or motivated. So leave everything about all things. Just consider you are the good human being, and if you become a good human being, then Allah will definitely be happy with you. And on the day of the judgment, Maliki Yamuddin, on the day of judgment, Allah will definitely consider you at this, with a supreme priority. Allah will definitely forgive your all kind of sinful activities. Here in this Al-Baqarah, we gave the sculpture here who disrespect the Quran and Sharif or the religious sculpture are actually, these people are actually not a good human being. Those who gave the sculpture know it as well as they know their own son, but some of them hide the truth that they know. The truth is from your Lord. So don't be one of those who doubt. You don't have to develop any doubt on Lord, on Allah. If you make any doubt, if you create any doubt on your God, then you will not get a supreme mercy of Allah, of from Quran and Sharif. And at the same thing, this is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. If you have a doubt on my word, and if you don't surrender unto me, then you will not get my supreme mercy. This is the same thing mentioned in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. This is what Madhusudan, Mukunda, Murari, Kesava, Janardana, Govind, Gopala, Madhava stated. Here, Alhamdu Illahi Rabbil Alamin, Ar-Rahman Rahim, Maliki Yamuddin. On the day of the judgment, Allah is a master of the day of the judgment. He will judge your all the sinful activities. And if you surrender unto Allah, if you surrender unto Prophet, if you surrender unto the religious practices, if you surrender unto the holy scripture Quran and Sharif, then you will get a supreme mercy from Allah on the day of the judgment, because He is a master of on the day of the judgment. Maliki Yamuddin, Iyaka Nabudu, Vaiska Nastin, and show us a straight way. Allah is always showing all of us a straight way. So He has said, so don't be one of those who doubt on Allah, on the religious, on the holy scripture of Quran and Sharif. The truth is from your hand, and each community has its own direction. Each and every community has its own direction, with which it turns race to do good deeds. Good deeds are very important. Always good karma is very important. Even in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna clearly said, if you perform a good deed, then you will get a good result. And if you perform the bad deeds, then you will slowly get a bad result. So karmas are there and karma results are there. So nobody can protect him or herself from karma. And you will definitely get a material bondage due to karma, due to your expectation. That's why Lord Krishna actually instructed to all of us to perform niskam karma. Perform your prescribed duty without keeping any expectation. In verse number 8, chapter number 3, Madhusudan clearly mentioned, Niyatam kuru karma tvam karma jaya hi akarmanaha. Sarira yatrapi chatena parisaddhatena tu akarmanaha. Here Madhusudan clearly mentioned, perform your prescribed duty, perform your duty, perform your karma, perform your prescribed duty. Working is better than not working, and no one can maintain his or her physical body without performing his duty. So here Krishna clearly said, your prophet clearly said, to do a good deeds, and wherever you are, whether you are in bad situation or good situation, you only have to focus on your karma, on your deeds, on your action. God will bring you together. God has power to do everything. The Supreme Lord Allah has a power to do everything. This is what Allah clearly mentioned in Quran Sharif. Here people eat what is good and lawful from the earth and don't follow Satan's footstep. You don't have to follow Satan's footstep, and for he is your son enemy. The Satan is your son enemy, and he always command you to do what is evil and also indecent. Whatever evil and indecent, the Satan, the evil will definitely instigate you, always command to you. God means and say things about a God that you don't really know. But when it is said to be them, follow the message that God has sent down. You just have to remember one thing. As per Quran Sharif, God, Allah has sent you down on this earth in order to serve the society, in for the human consideration, for the humanity. So, for the sake of humanity, you only have to perform your prescribed duty. And even though their fathers understand nothing, were not guided, nobody is there to guide you, but Allah is there to guide you at the supreme level. Allah will never leave your hand. And calling to disbeliever is like a herdsman calling to things that hear nothing but shout and cry. It's something like a herdsman. It's something like the person who has heard nothing but shout and started to shout and cry as something has happened or something will be happening. So he's that person. Disbelievers are the people who don't have heard, means who don't have hear anything, but they are actually shouting for the religion, for the sculpture. So they don't know about this sculpture, this Quran Sharif, but they shout and cry and always motivate the people to move on the wrong path, always misguided the people. He has only forbidden by carrions, blood, pig's meat, animal over which any name other than the God has been invoked. But if anyone is forced to eat such a things by hunger rather than desire or excess, he commit no sin. God is most merciful and forgiving. So this is the most important. And actually I have met many Muslim people. They are very close to me, and people means usually they used to eat non-veg food or means meat and all. So here Allah clearly stated, what does Allah say? Allah clearly said, the person, actually these things are forbidden. Forbidden, you don't eat, you don't have to eat these things are forbidden. Carrions, blood, pig meats, animal over which any name of other than the God. If you don't eat on the other than the name of the God, these all things are forbidden. But God name doesn't mean you have to eat everything in order to satisfy your desire. But if anyone is forced to eat such a things by hunger, if you eat this particular thing like a animal and all in order to satisfy your hunger rather than your lust or desire or access for enjoyment, then these things are actually eligible to for the sinful activity. These things are actually considered as a sinful activities. So God is most merciful and forgiving. If you eat all such a things in order to satisfy your hunger, then these things are not sinful activities. So if you eat meat and non-veg in order to satisfy your hunger, then these things are not sin, not considered as a sin. But if you eat such a things in order to for your material desire, for your sense of gratification, then these things are actually forbidden, and these things are considered as a sinful activities. So this is what Allah Prophet clearly stated. So you don't have to do anything in order to satisfy your material desire. So let's get into this Al-Baqarah, the most important things. The Prophet clearly stated, they show the time appointed for people and for pilgrimage. God, goodness doesn't consist to entering the house by the back door. Listen this sentence very carefully. The good things doesn't consist of entering house by back door. The truly good person is one who is mindful of God. The truly good person is that people who, who is mindful of God. So enter your house by their main door. Be mindful of God so that you may prosper. If we always enter your house from the main door, and always keep one thing in your mind, that you are servant of Allah, Prophet, you have to follow Quran Sharif, because actually Quran Sharif actually came from the sky, from the space. And fight in a God's cause against those who fight you. Fight in a God cause against those who fight you, but don't overstep the limit. You don't have to overstep the limit. God doesn't love those who overstep the limit. Listen this sentence very carefully. If you kill innocent people, if you cross your limit, overstep the limit, then Allah will never love to you. Kill them wherever kill them wherever you encounter them, and drive them out from where they draw you out. For the persecution is more serious than killing. Persecution is more serious than killing. Don't fight them in the sacred mosque unless they fight you there. You don't have to fight with anyone in the sacred mosque. The same thing also stated in Shrimad Bhagvad Gita. You don't have to fight in a temple, because Lord Krishna is there, and Lord Krishna will never allow you to fight in the temple. Because Krishna is there, then everything everything which is a good is always be there. And if they don't fight you, kill them. And this is what such a disbeliever deserve. Disbeliever who actually criticize God, who actually don't believe in God, and actually harm to the society, but don't overstep your limit. These people who harm the society, disbeliever, you have to kill. This is what Prophet Allah stated. But it doesn't mean you have to kill innocent people. You don't have to kill innocent people for the wrong belief, for the wrong understanding or intention. But if they stop, then God is most forgiving and merciful. And fight them until there is no more persecution and worship. Unless that person will not start to worship the God. God doesn't mean only Allah, any supreme energy. If you start to worship any supreme energy, disbeliever, here Allah clearly stated the definition of disbeliever. Disbeliever means the person who is not believing in Quran and Sharif. The disbeliever means who is not believing in the God, any form of the God. There is no form of the God. There is no form of energy. So any energy, any form of God, is the particular person who is disbeliever, who doesn't believe, who don't believe, then that particular person is considered as a disbeliever. So this is actually mentioned in Al-Baqarah. So there are many similarities in Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Quran and Sharif. So I am asking to all of you, on which basis we are fighting with each other? On basis of Quran and Sharif, on the basis of our religious principle. Why don't we live together? Our unity, united. Our unity is our only our strength. We all have to be united for sake of the society, for the nation, for the people, for our India. So I'm requesting to all of you, follow Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Quran and Sharif both simultaneously, by which nobody can disguide you, nobody can show you the wrong path. Neither Srimad Bhagavad Gita nor Quran and Sharif teach you to fight with each other, fight with people. Disbeliever and jihad, these all things are totally different. So I have already conducted the lecture on jihad and all, so you can watch my video. But don't fight with each other. Our unity is only our strength. So let's unite it, let's make our India rather better than heaven. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Khuda Hafiz, take care, bye bye.